welcome to Anchor Network, where you get updates of things happening around you and things you would like to know. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to this channel and those who are yet to subscribe. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Click the red button and also click the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime we publish any news. This time around, we have wonderful news for you that you will be glad that you are aware of. Stay tuned. The National Broadcasting Commission (NBC) Thursday suspended the operating license of the Dark Communications plc, operator of AIT and Ray Power. Announcing the decision in Abuja on Thursday, the Director General of the NBC, Dr. Modibo Kawu, said the decision was based on the violation of the broadcasting code by the stations, which is backed by provisions of Section 10 of the third schedule of the NBC Act Cap N11 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004. Apart from violating broadcasting code, he said the decision was also taken for the failure of the broadcast stations to pay their license fees as when due, even persistent warning to the company to toe the line of caution. He noted that in one of their meetings with the management of Dark Communications held on 2nd June 2017, the commission expressed its disappointment with the way and manner hate speech, divisive and inciting comments are applied in discussion of national issues in breach of the provisions of the NBC Act and Broadcast Code, saying that the suspension stands still further notice, noting that the decision was not taken on partisan consideration. Recall that the chairman emeritus of Dark Communications plc, High Chief Raymond Dokpesi, had earlier in the day embarked on a protest against what he called the undue intimidation and interference of the NBC Director General, Mr. Modibo Kawu. According to him, in their relationship with the NBC, he said that communications carried on as if it is beyond the regulatory direction of the commission, even when they didn't pay their license fees as and when due. According to Kawu, the revocation of the AIT license was principally linked to the issues regarding the operations of AIT and Ray Power, particularly political platform and Kakaki head on AIT. His address reads in part, following monitoring reports and complaints from concerned Nigerians about the broadcast content of Dark Communications plc, AIT and Ray Power broadcast stations, the NBC have, over the last 2 years, summoned on several occasions management of the company, addressing issues regarding the operations of AIT and Ray Power with the company, particularly political platform and Kakaki head on AIT. In one of our meetings held on 2nd June 2017, the commission expressed its disappointment with the way and manner hate speech, divisive and inciting comments are applied in discussion of national issues in breach of the provisions of the NBC Act and Broadcast Code. Again, on 15 August 2017, it became imperative to invite the company for yet another meeting on almost same issues. Furthermore, while addressing another meeting on 7th February 2018, we highlighted issues of concern to the commission which indicated that the company had been breaching the provisions of sections 312 and 313 of the Broadcast Code. The company's delegates in their response promised to abate and comply with the law. However, on October 18, 2018, the commission was disturbed with the manner in which social media issues became part of the mainstream media unedited on AIT and Ray Power, and was constrained to issue a generic letter to all the broadcast stations on the need to exercise caution in the use of user-generated content from the social media, knowing how volatile and misleading the social media has become. The management of Dark Communication plc thereafter took to the social media to display our official correspondences. Recently, the Commission's monitoring reports on AIT and Ray Power indicates the use of divisive comments accredited to the segments of Kakaki tagged Kakaki Social, where inciting comments like Nigeria is cursed, we declare independent state of Niger Delta, Nigeria irritates me, this country is gradually Islamizing, and other similar slogans are used without editorial control in breach of the Broadcast Code. We were therefore constrained to issue Dark Communication letters of warning dated May 27, 2019. Continuing, the DJ said, We also observed from monitoring reports that a documentary on the Presidential Election Tribunal, a pending election petition matter heard on AIT on Wednesday and Thursday, 22nd and 23rd May 2019, without regard to the provisions of the Broadcast Code. The Commission, in line with its regulatory powers, again cautioned AIT in another letter also dated 27th May 2019. However, instead of making amends, the management of Dark Communications PLC resorted to the use of media propaganda against the regulator. Even the letters from the NBC were posted on social media platforms. Needless to state that Dark Communications have over the years turned themselves into a bad example of how a professional broadcast outfit should not be run. In their relationship with the NBC, Dark Communications carry on as if it is beyond the regulatory direction of the commission. They don't pay the license fees as and when due. Its broadcast is patiently partisan and one-sided and deliberately inciting and hitting the polity. The management of the company has created the habit of using the channel to fight its personal battles contrary to the statutory requirements of the law. Today, the 6th of June 2019, AIT and Ray Power embarked on use of inflammatory, divisive, inciting broadcast and media propaganda against the government, and the NBC performing its statutory functions of regulating the broadcast industry in Nigeria. Consequently, after several meetings with management of Dark Communications PLC and many letters of warning, the NBC today on 6th June 2019 took a decision to suspend the license of Dark Communications PLC for failure to abide by the Commission's directives. The provisions of the NBC Act Cap N11 laws of the Federation of Nigeria and the Nigeria Broadcasting Code. This decision is based on the provisions of Section 10 of the third schedule of the NBC Act Cap 11 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, which states as follows: where in the opinion of the communication, the station has been used in a manner detrimental to national interest, where there is a willful or repeated failure to operate substantially as set forth in the license, where there is willful or repeated violation or willful or repeated failure to observe any provision of this act or any rule or regulation of the Commission authorized by this act or by a treaty ratified by the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where there is violation of or failure to observe any cease and desist order issued by the Commission, where a provision of the Nigeria Broadcast Code has been seriously breached, and the shutdown order is until further notice is stated. So guys, you've heard it all. If there's anything you want to comment or argue about this thing, please try and put your comments below and let's learn together. Thank you very much.